Hello friends, in this video I will be talking about marginal cost of capital's role in determining the NPV of a project. Now we are trying to connect MCC and NPV, marginal cost of capital, with the net present value which we had studied in the earlier chapter of capital budgeting. So you must know that when we use companies WACC or MCC to discount the cash flows pertaining to a new project, we assume that. Now we are assuming two things. So whenever you are using WACC or MCC to discount cash flows pertaining to a project, meaning first of all understand ये जो rate है that will be from company's point of view. It is the cost of capital of the whole company. And what are you doing? You are using that rate to discount the project's cash flows. See, these are two different things. एक कंपनी है, अगर उसका weighted average cost of capital let's say 20% है. Now that company is investing in one new project. Let's say there are 20 already existing projects, but now the company is undertaking one new project. So you are using that weighted average cost of capital of the whole company, meaning of all the 20 projects combined for the next project. So if you want to use this company's rate only to determine the NPV of one new project, then you need to assume two things. First, the new project will have the same risk as the average risk of all the other projects of the company, meaning project risk is equal to company risk. If my company has 20 projects and then I calculate my weighted average cost of capital as let's say 20%, तो जो 21st project होगा, new project, you need to use 20% as the discounting rate for the new project if you are assuming that the risk of all the projects is the same, or the risk of that 21st project is equal to the average risk of all the earlier projects. So ये पहला assumption था. Second assumption is that the company's target capital structure remains constant throughout the estimated life of the project. See, now WACC is calculated by using the weights of debt and equity. Now you need to assume that if you are using this 20% का WACC, अब 20% का WACC जो है, तब cost of debt and cost of equity पे आपने weight लगाया होगा, let's say 40:60. So now when I change the weights, अब 40-60 के बदले 60-40 कर दिया, तो WACC will change. So that is why we need to assume that this 40:60 target capital structure remains constant throughout the life of this 21st project. So if you want to use the company's overall cost of capital and not just cost of that project, if you want to use the overall cost of capital, then you need to assume कि 21st project का risk सारे project जितना ही होगा, and second, the target capital structure does not change. That is why that using of 20% का जो discounting rate है, using that 20% will become meaningful. Otherwise it does not make sense, because if I want to undertake a new project जिसमें ज़्यादा risk ही नहीं है, तो उसका cost of capital भी कम होगा of that single project. So if you want to use the cost of capital of the whole company, then you need to make these two assumptions. However, not all projects have a similar risk profile. This is very much true. If one of my project is, let's say, constructing a road, and another project is very easy, it is basically you just buying and selling some material or some equipment. Constructing a road is much more riskier than just trading off. अब ट्रेडिंग के रिगार्डिंग अगर कंस्ट्रक्शन में रिस्क ज़्यादा है, तो कंस्ट्रक्शन के कैश फ्लोज के लिए ज़्यादा डिस्काउंटिंग रेट यूज़ करना पड़ेगा, अ हायर डिस्काउंटिंग रेट, बिकॉज द रिस्क इज़ मोर. So meaning not all projects will have a similar risk profile. Thus we can alter the company's weighted average cost of capital or marginal cost of capital, keeping in mind the principle higher the risk, higher the discounting rate. Now what we are trying to do is, earlier we used to use weighted average cost of capital or marginal cost of capital. You can use this interchangeably. 20% जो था, you would use this to discount cash flows of this 21st project. 20 प्रोजेक्ट्स हो चुका है, अब 21st प्रोजेक्ट के लिए यू आर यूजिंग 20%. Now if you want to use 20%, you need to assume that 21st project has the same risk as all the other projects and your target capital structure will remain the same. But 21st project का risk अगर थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे होगा तो क्या? That is the question. अगर वो होगा तो you need to make some adjustments. Using the most appropriate discounting rate, तो पहले हम क्या यूज़ करते थे? WACC यूज़ करते थे. तो ये जो है सेकेंड केस में आता है. इफ़ द प्रोजेक्ट रिस्क इज इक्वल टू द कंपनी रिस्क, मीनिंग ये 21st प्रोजेक्ट का रिस्क जो है वो 1 से लेके 20 प्रोजेक्ट्स तक का रिस्क जो होता है, इफ़ दीज टू आर द सेम, देन यू कैन यूज़ द कंपनीज वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल एज द डिस्काउंटिंग रेट. आई वुड यूज़ 20% का जो WACC है एज माई डिस्काउंटिंग रेट. नाउ हाउ विल आई एक्चुअली गो अहेड विथ इट? तो 20% का जो WACC है, this will be used to discount all the cash flows from 21st project, my new project. This is how I will go about it. But if first case project risk is more than the company risk, अब 21st project जो है ना वो बहुत risky होने वाला है compared to all the existing projects, then you need to adjust the WACC upwards, meaning now I cannot use 20%. 20 के बदले now I will have to use let's say 22% because it is riskier. Higher the risk, higher should be the cost of capital. So here I will use a higher discounting rate of 22 and not 20. Similarly, if the project risk is less than the company risk, meaning now all the existing 20 projects are riskier and the 21st project is very less risky. अगर ऐसा है तो adjust the company's WACC downwards, meaning आप 20% यूज़ मत करो, 20% के बदले सिर्फ 18% यूज़ कर लो. So this is how we can conclude that if I'm taking a new project and I'm using the whole company's cost of capital as discounting rate, then project risk should be equal to company risk. That is my assumption. But if the project is riskier, use a higher WACC. If the project is less risky, use a lower WACC. So this was all about connecting MCC and NPV, connecting your cost of capital and your net present value. Thank you for watching this video.